Oh man, literally, I was in the middle of my morning run, and for some reason, it just made me feel like I had to check my phone. I had to check my phone on Twitter because I was seeing all of these like different NFL leaks of when the schedule is releasing, and then I see the Buffalo Bills, baby. We know our Week 1 matchup. We know our Week 1 matchup right now, and you know who it is against? You know who it is? It is the New York Jets. It is the New York Jets. We are going to be going over to Metlife Stadium, and we are playing the New York Jets, the Aaron Rodgers New York Jets. I think that this is probably one of the most perfect matchups. It really, really is, because there's a couple of reasons why I'm absolutely pumped about this. Number one, we're starting the season off hot. We are starting the season off hot with an actual competitor. And it's going to be the battle of who has the best chemistry, who had the best training camp, who's going to be able to go out there and absolutely make a statement. I think that I'm hoping actually that this is just those first couple of weeks when Aaron Rodgers is having a hard time being able to create that chemistry with his new offense. And I think that the Buffalo Bills are going to go out there and absolutely make a statement and humble this New York Jets team. I really am. I think that this is everything that a Bills fan could have wanted. Oh man, I am absolutely reeling. I know it's 8:30 in the morning. Well, 8:50 rather. I know half of you are probably at work and you're sneaking this little show right now. And vast majority of you that would be tuning in are still sound asleep, and you're going to wake up and you're going to absolutely be surprised that this news just recently ended up dropping. But holy hell, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you how excited I am. Excited I am that this is going to be our first game. Obviously, we ended up having Adam Schefter. He was the one that did end up breaking this news. Go on ahead. We'll share the screen real fast so we can see the official announcement. Schedule release Monday, September 11th at 8:15 p.m. Now, listen, as far as primetime games are concerned, I know everybody and their mother loves these things. But man, I miss the good old 1 o'clockers, 4 o'clockers, because after a good primetime game Monday, Thursday night, I'm up until 2 or 3 in the morning. It's whether or not that they won, and I'm absolutely pumped, and I'm just like still sitting there, just like watching highlights, being super excited about how my Buffalo Bills team is doing. Or on the opposite side of things, I'm absolutely pissed off, and I'm sitting there just being like, wow, that's the performance that the Buffalo Bills ended up putting on right there. But I mean, honestly, like for everybody that's more than likely drinking their morning coffee right now, how do you feel about this matchup? I know that I'm absolutely pumped about this. September 11th on Monday, I was really guessing. I was really trying to guess. I was really thinking, at least, that this was going to be a New York Jets and a New York Giants showdown, especially considering the historical measures behind it. But it is, dude, it's wild. I mean, you have the two New York teams. I mean, let me go on ahead and let me actually correct myself here. The only New York team and then a New Jersey team is facing off on Monday night. I'm not sure about you guys, but Jay Howes is coming in. Jay Howes must be a Richie fan. So I wonder if Richie's actually live right now. Let me go on ahead and let me see what he's got. Let me see if Richie, NY Jets Media, what you doing, buddy? He's probably still asleep. I'm not going to lie. So because I guarantee you he probably would have texted me. Upcoming at 9 a.m., dude. He's ready. He's ready to stream. Man. He's ready to go. He's ready to talk about the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets going into it, man. Holy hell. I have Jay Howes very excited about this entire situation. Man, I am absolutely pumped. I'm pumped about this. You have no idea. No, I follow all of you. That's what I'm talking about, man. Tonight, AFC East Roundtable. Watch party for the schedule release. So if anybody wants to join, I highly recommend. We'll come in there. And then Dre's coming in saying that the Bills suck. You must be a Jets fan. I cannot wait to humble you. I cannot wait to humble the New York Jets on Monday Night Football. There's absolutely no way any of this is not happening, man. This is a good thing. And if you're a Dolphins fan, dude, Dolphins will kill Buffalo? Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Y'all are 8-2 against us. Yeah, y'all are 8-2 against us for Josh Allen's entire career. And you won by 2 points. What's the point margin? Like, bro, you have to be like 13 years old. Have to be 13 years old. There's no question. Like, anybody that could even attempt to troll and say that the Dolphins will kill Buffalo, like, is either 15 years old or is a casual which I'm assuming you must be. What up, man? Dick J is coming in here saying, glad we get them week 1 at their place when the continuity won't be there yet. We get the rematch at home later in the season and should close out the sweep. I mean, I was just saying the exact same thing. I know that adding Aaron Rodgers automatically makes them better, but I mean, how many juggernauts in the NFL start off slow, right? Especially when you have an integral new piece onto your offense. I think that this is the perfect time. This is the absolute perfect time for us to be playing the New York Jets. Is just when Aaron Rodgers still needs to gain that chemistry, still needs to make it happen, and it's definitely a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. I absolutely love it. Jay House is saying, I think that humble pie is going to the Bills, man. I love the trash talk. I really, really do. I really, really do. My guy was born last season, Dan. He thinks they're 1-1 with us. D. Raleigh's coming in. And then the trash talker. When was the last time the Bills won the Super Bowl? You're the definition of a loser. Me. I am a loser. Like, bro, I guarantee you that you weren't even a twinkle in your father's eye the last time the Dolphins won the Super Bowl, right, man? Like, I mean, like, that's like me bragging about, like, the U.S. winning the Revolutionary War, right? It's nothing. It's out of here, bro. The definition of a loser is somebody that holds on to something so far away, because that was your glory days, but now you're just balding, have 6 DUIs, and you still hang out with high school kids. That's essentially that same thing. So get there, make it up. Home opener prediction, man. I hope it's not a divisional game. I could see the Bengals, honestly. And honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I would much prefer us to get the gauntlet of weapons out of the way. So with the New York Jets being at week 1, I wouldn't mind playing like the Chiefs, the Bengals, obviously we're playing the Jags in London week 5. We'll see what's going on there. We have Jesse Marshno, Jets sweeping the Bills this year. Get ready. Jesse's coming in, making it happen. And I don't know about you, Dan, but every time I see a British person, it's almost an instant reaction to let them know we won the Revolutionary War. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Sometimes, like, when I see somebody and they're being rude to me and they're from the UK, sometimes I like to throw that too. At the end of the day. It's always a good thing. Jay Hale's coming in. I think the score will be close, but come on, the Jets receiving core is elite. You don't have the secondary to cover everybody. I mean, yeah. And so I think it's going to be a good matchup, but I mean, I just keep seeing national media like completely saying that like there's still a massive hole like right in our cornerback room. It's not the case, man. It's not the case at all. Like with Trey White, granted, he only played like 6 or 7 games last year, and his numbers were still on pace to what he normally does. He's still very effective, like as a CB1. You have Kyer Elam, who did very well right in the playoffs when Sean McDermott ended up giving him an opportunity. And then Benford is great. And then with Taron Johnson, he's probably one of the best slot corners in the entire league. So I definitely wouldn't say that our secondary is behind. And then you have Poyer and Hyde, who are coming back fully healthy. So I think it's going to be a really good matchup. I definitely think it's going to be a very, very good matchup. But then again, I mean, you have one of the best throwers of the football ever. Absolutely ever. Dre says the Bills will be last in the AFC East. You guys are done. Probably not, man. I see Tua being like hurt and done for the season by week 4. And then Mike White's going to have to carry your team to another 500 record, baby. That's what I'm calling right now. Chiefs and Bengals are both road games, though. Unfortunately, I feel like every single year, it's Chiefs and Bengals on the road, specifically with the Chiefs. specifically with the Chiefs. It's just how it is, though. It's how it is. I mean, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the last 3 or 4 times we've played the Steelers, they have been in Buffalo. It's been a long time since they have been in Buffalo. So we will see how that plays out. With Dick J is coming in saying Corey Davis and Alan Lazard are not elite. And so I like Lazard. I think he's no longer like the most talented receiver like on his team. I think Garrett Wilson's an absolute stud. More than likely, I think Breece Hall is probably not going to be ready by week 1 either. So that's going to be pretty good on the Buffalo Bills. I don't think he'll like be ready until week 4, week 5, in my opinion, when it comes down to it. So I think that we'll be okay. It's coming from that. Nick C, unless something unexpected happens in camp, the Jets face a fully healthy Bills team, unlike both games last season. Nick C, great take. Absolute great take right there. Past couple of games that we did play the New York Jets, we were not the same team, to not have everybody. We have a fully loaded. Just for the love of God, establish the damn run game. This Jets team has a very good run defense. This Jets team has a very good run defense. They have a great pass rush. So I'm hoping that Osiris Torrance can really step in and make a factor right in our offensive line. And I'm hoping that we can go on ahead and we can establish that run game almost immediately against this team, because protect Josh Allen at all costs, because that Jets defensive line is nasty. So, I mean, I'm like very curious to see what this game plan is going to be, but we have a long time to discuss that, ladies and gentlemen. Monday Night Football. It's going to be cool too, because Sunday, I can just sit back and enjoy like Red Zone, right? Like sit back, enjoy Red Zone, watch a couple of games, focus on my bets, my fantasy football like team and stuff. And then Monday night, it's just going to be damn pregame city. That's just how it works. Spin 0481 is coming in saying, at least we got a home game to start the season. It's in MetLife. I'm not sure if you're talking about the joke being like that, like the Buffalo Bills fans are going to outweigh the Jets. Normally, I would say that would be the case. But since Aaron Rodgers is over there, man, I have a feeling that it's going to be a damn sea of green. In fact, I got to see if Richie would want to go, because I would 1,000% go up to that game and see if I can meet up with Richie and see if we can get a couple of seats and watch it. Spin 0481 says, establish the run game. Meanwhile, I want Josh to throw for 500 yards and 7 touchdowns to start the season, just to get the Allen haters all riled up. Yes. I need Josh Allen to go out there and listen. We know how Josh Allen plays week 1 through week 5 for the past 3 years. I want him to go out there and make a damn statement. I want ESPN and all the major sports networks to be like, man, we were wrong about the Bills. They're still very much a damn Super Bowl contender. Man, as much as I would like to see it go up, as much as I would like to see the Bills go out there and absolutely open up a can of whoop ass, it's gonna be a competitive game. It really is. Need to send Latavius and Damian on the right side behind Spencer and Torrance and just pound the rock. 110%. Especially those short yardage situations, third down back. Latavius Murray is going to be that guy. And Damian Harris, run that man until he gets hurt. He hasn't played an entire season healthy. I'm hoping that he does this year, because he is an underrated running back. And then James Cook, for the love of God, get him involved in the pass game. Dalton Kincaid. I want Kincaid to get his first touchdown pass week 1. McDermott, I know that you hate rookies, okay? But this is a talent. Get that man out in the field. Why exactly were you watching the Bills play in the playoffs comfortably while your team was long gone? What happened to them that they are a no-show in the playoffs? I mean, dude, everybody needs to go on ahead and get over that hill eventually. I mean, there's only one team that wins the Super Bowl each and every single year, and there's always several contenders, right? I mean, you could say the same thing about the Cincinnati Bengals for the past 2 years, right? Like, they get a little further in the playoffs for us, but then they end up losing in the AFC Championship, the Super Bowl. there's only one team, man. It's any given Sunday. It's how it is. I think that injuries always play a factor. Like, I hate the fact, like, when everybody always talks about, like, oh, man, like, that's just excuses. No, it's not. It's not excuses at all. Like, I mean, like, when injuries happen and, like, you have, like, a lack of depth, whether or not that's due to, like, poor cap management or something along those lines, like, it's just is what it is, man. There's 31 teams that always lose the season. So it's really just how the wind blows. So, like, that sort of statement doesn't upset me because, I mean, there's one team that wins it all every single year. Spin, your loss. Allen isn't throwing that much on one of the best defenses in the league. Great secondary, Jets. Great secondary. But I mean, honestly, like, there's been times like where there's a fully healthy Josh Allen. When there's a fully healthy Josh Allen, there's been times where he's like went out there and absolutely murdered top 5 defenses, right? For example, a few years ago against the Niners, like, they had like the best scoring defense in the league. He had like one of his best games of his career. I think that there'll definitely be some stops, but I mean, I have a feeling Josh Allen's going to go out there and actually do a lot better than you expect. A lot better than you expect. Why do Bills never get home primetime games? It's just how the schedule falls, man. It's just how the schedule falls. I have a feeling we'll get 2. Yeah, I have a feeling that we'll get 2 right now. I'm sitting here just scrolling through Twitter, trying to figure out if there are any other leaks for the Buffalo Bills. And the spread, and people are already guessing the spread of this game, right? So a lot of people are saying -2.5 for the Buffalo Bills. So we should see that. We have to go to London. That counts as a home game. Meanwhile, that is more of a home game for Jags, more so if we were actually playing in Jacksonville. Most people that I talk to that are from the UK, it's like a mixed bag of their favorite team. I feel like that's a common misconception that a lot of people think that, like, with the UK, it's only Jags fans. Not so much. Like, I know several people from the London area that love the Bills, the Pats. It's a giant, sort of jamboree of different NFL fans. So Spin 0481 says, who does Kansas City play week 1? The Detroit Lions. Kansas City plays the Detroit Lions. It's Snoopy's coming in. Y'all not beating us week 1. Y'all's secondary too weak, in my opinion. Snoopy. And so I'm glad that you said "in my opinion" because your opinion is wrong. Okay. You're saying that Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde. You're saying that Trey White. You're saying that Kyler Elam and Taron Johnson are weak. That's a top 5 secondary. Like, yes, like, y'all probably have the best secondary in football. The Dolphins have a top 5 secondary, and so do the Buffalo Bills. We are the furthest away. From a good secondary. We completely shut down Aaron Rodgers last year. For the first half. And then we started sleeping. And that was without Micah Hyde and Trey White going into it. So, I mean, don't get your hopes up. Definitely don't get your hopes up of the fact that our secondary is going to struggle, because it's not the case. You don't have Breece Hall week 1. I would be absolutely surprised if Breece Hall is ready to go week 1. Even if he is, I don't think he'll be 100%. I think the game's going to be a lot closer. If we lose, it's not going to be because of our secondary, brother. I can tell you that. Will McDonald is going to eat. He's a rookie. He's a rookie, man. I wouldn't go that far. They gave the Chiefs to the Lions because they don't want the defending champs losing again to start the season. I wouldn't sleep on the Lions, brother. I would not sleep on the Lions. This team, bro. I think that team's a shoo-in for the NFC North this year. That's just how it works. Jets ain't beating us week 1. They don't have a running back without Hall, and Rodgers won't know what hit him when our D-line crushes the Jets O-line and he gets knocked out of the game. D. Raleigh, man, that's some good energy to start this Monday morning. Of course, Richie says. Of course, Richie says Jets win. Of course, Richie says Jets win. Oh my god, dude. Who is that guy? No. I know that everyone in here is coming in. Richie's sending his goons. He is sending his goons. Yo, Richie is sending his goons in here, baby. And so did Richie really tell people to go ahead and raid my stuff and just get in my live chat? That guy. Groot will step up, spin. 1,000%, man. Listen, like I said, if the Bills lose, it's not going to be because of our secondary. Everybody in the world has been trying to say that our secondary is depleted. No. We have the best safety tandem in the league. We have Trey White coming back. We have Kyrie Elam. We have Taron Johnson. Benford, who's a stud. Absolute wild guy. Bills beating the Jets. Jets media. I knew, dude, I knew that. Dude, I knew it, man. I knew it. And so I knew that you were coming in here. And so I knew you were sending the goons, baby. The Jets, baby. Yo, Richie, I'm actually thinking about going up there for that game. Why not? Yeah, why not, man? I'll go on ahead. I'll book a ticket right damn now, my friend. Let's tailgate a little bit. And just protect me from Jets fans after, like, we completely, like, destroy you on Monday Night Football, though. That would be appreciated. And so I'm not trying to end up in, like, a ditch in, like, Hell's Kitchen or something like that later that night, you know? Goon Squad is here. Sergeant Sevo, one of the two. He absolutely did. Oh, yeah. Dude, there's no way. I feel like that this is the perfect game. I feel like that this is the perfect game for all the boys at the AFC's roundtable to go to. It's a primetime game. So Master at work and TD will have already had their games played. But we'll see what's going on. But I feel like that there's typically... No, I could be wrong. And so I was about to say, like, for some reason, I felt like I thought that there was 2 Monday Night Football games last year. Rodgers has 2,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. Man, just go watch the tape on how Rodgers did against the Buffalo Bills last year with a depleted secondary and our backups. With those bums at corner. Hashtag Team Richie. Rodgers is washed. Dude needs a walker. Bills by $1 billion. I wouldn't say that he's washed. He's still a good quarterback, but I like how the Bills match up with him. I really do. Diggs is him. He is him. He's very much him. Dalton Kincaid, baby. He's about to go out there. Oh, man. He's about to go out there and just make them linebackers look silly. Dalton Kincaid, baby. Motivational algorithm. Bills will go down. Okay. The Jets have a date set. The Jets have a date set to begin the downfall. F-Rod. Geriatric Jets. It's got to be dope, man. It's got to be a really good game. Damon's coming in, dude. Dolphins fan. One of the few Dolphins fans I feel like that actually show me some love, baby. No. I'm just kidding. Most of them do. I got the Bills winning. Me too, baby. I got it too. Yeah, Rodgers is definitely not. Yeah, Rodgers is definitely not washed. Kevin K is coming in saying Bills win all day. No question. No question at all. No question at all, man. Yo, listen, everybody, do me a favor. Smash that like button on your way in. Smash that like button on your way in. Helps out. DAV Jets. I love it. The Dolphins are winning the East. The Dolphins are winning the East. Man, we have the whole AFC East in here, baby. I love it. What you don't like, the extra views and likes, we're still being respectful. I know, man. I know, bro. We're kidding, brother. We're just playing around, man. It's football, baby. It's football. Be real. We have one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to exist. This is no Russell Wilson. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not knocking Aaron Rodgers. He's talented. He's very good. I mean, he's I would say probably top 5 all-time quarterbacks, right? Very good. Damon is praying of the Jets' downfall, so the Finns aren't in the basement. I saw your Dolphins prediction. Respect. Yeah, what did I have y'all going? 11-6, I think, with the playoffs. And so 3 teams are making the playoffs, like, in the AFC East this year. And so everyone that's watching this, let me know if you agree. But I mean, I have the Bills, Jets, and Dolphins making the playoffs this year because I can't look I can't look at any other division and like say like, yeah, there's definitely gonna be 3 teams from that division or like 2. Like, I really think can the trash talk start now, guys? Eric, absolutely. Absolutely. Hashtag not the Pats. Yeah. The Pats will not be. The Pats will definitely not make the playoffs this year. There's no way. They're gonna be in the basement, no questions asked. We have DK squared. Can't lose. Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid. We got it all, man. Shit. Not the Pats. I have no faith in Cleveland, Jacksonville Chargers, a lot of overrated teams in the AFC. It's Snoopy. I have Jacksonville running away with their division. I think the Titans are ass. The Colts, no. I really don't see anybody winning the AFC South unless it is the Jacksonville Jaguars. DK who? It's DK squared. It's so with both of our tight ends have the same initials as Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. So that's been our thing. Guys coming in saying, stop giving them receipts, Dan. Oh, no, dude, I have to, man. Listen, I die on hills. And delusional Patriots fans in here saying, Patriots fan quiet? Nah, because you need your hearing checked. Oh, man. Look at that. Whole AFC East is in here riding away. We're talking about it, baby. Listen, we already mentioned this. This is it. I mean, I'm not sure about you guys, but I am absolutely thrilled that we are going to be playing the Jets on week 1. I really am. I'm sitting here just trying to scroll through Twitter, and I'm trying to figure out if there have been any other massive leaks. Okay, so it is confirmed that Kansas City is playing the Lions. That is confirmed as of 39 minutes ago. Season opener. Look at that. This is just how it works right here, man. The Aaron Rodgers led Jets. And Josh Allen led Buffalo Bills. September 11th, Monday. Who's coming? Rodgers getting whacked. My guy. Battle of New York. Somebody said, how do you feel about the NFC, Dan? It's maybe like 2 or 3 teams that like I take seriously. 3 or 4. I take the Niners. And so I take the Niners seriously. I think the Niners are going to be first seed this year. I think the Eagles will take a slight step back, but they'll still secure the 2nd seed. I think the Cowboys are going to be good. I think the Giants are going to be better. But I mean, as far as teams that like I think are threats, especially in the NFC, it's the Niners, regardless of who their quarterback is. I feel like the Niners team is so good, one of us could be behind center being that quarterback, and that team would still go 500. That's how good that damn team is. Okay, they should put the Finns and Pats to open up for the AFC East Basement Bowl. Oh, man. Hey, man, listen, I will say, I think the Finns are going to make the playoffs again this year. That defense is nice. And, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Even if Tua can't stay healthy, Mike White ain't bad, man. Mike White's not bad. And so I think Mike White's a lot better than Kyle Allen, who is our backup quarterback. So let's just go on ahead and hope and cross our fingers that Josh Allen stays healthy this entire time. I will just be annoyed if we play at Miami week 2, going back to Miami early in the season on another short week. The short week prevented the Bills going to Miami days prior. Listen, when was the last time we had a game in Miami that was like November? Like, give me a Miami game in November. Give it to me. All right. Like a cool low 80s, mid 80s, something where it's like relatively cool. Don't give me a September in Miami game. Don't do that. I feel like the NFL is going to do it because they're assholes. They're going to be like, hell yeah. Let's bust out the IVs. Let's really make it hard on Buffalo. Let's start pulling the strings of the narrative over here. I am praying that we have a game in Miami in November. November would be ideal. Have there been any Miami games that have been leaked yet? Not that I have seen. Listen, this is basically what I do on my Twitter. By the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you do. Make sure you do. Always a good time. And so right there. But normally what I do is I follow like really big accounts and I star them. But right now I'm not seeing anything outside of just people absolutely hyping up the Bills Jets Monday Night Showdown. Seahawks restructure Tyler Lockett. Nobody cares. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I'm just going to keep on refreshing, and then hopefully we'll see something that comes in when it needs to. But thank you so much for coming in, guys. Definitely go ahead and smash that like button. We're sitting here. We're talking a little bit about Bills Jets Monday Night Football inaugural season. Like I said, for all of you that are wondering, it's very early, so I appreciate all of you hopping in here so early. Like, I mean, I was legitimately in the middle of a run, and I started scrolling through Twitter, and I saw that Bills Jets was announced via Twitter, and I was just like, bro. I sprinted back to this house, and then I started this live stream because I was just like, I need to talk about this. I need to get something off my chest. Mike White loves Matt Milano. Yeah, he does, man. He does. And behind that Miami offensive line is probably not doing him any favors. Fish getting Brady. Oh, man, that narrative is still a thing. Osiris is a beast. He is, dude, 3,000 snaps, no sacks allowed, great run blocker. I'm excited to see what goes on with that. I saw earlier in the chat that Poona Ford is going to eat on that Jets offensive line. It's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a good matchup because that offensive line for the Jets is good too. But can they stay healthy? I really don't know. It's Snoopy's coming in saying, Sarah, bad blood from the trade. We went back and forth with their fans for weeks, and I truly despise them. Oh, Trey Williams is coming in. I'm torn. I love Bills versus Jets, but no, Vaughn is going to hurt. It definitely will. It definitely will, because I really don't see Von Miller coming back until Thanksgiving of next year, right? Like back when he was injured in the first place, because that's exactly what happened with Trey White. And this is his second ACL injury, his third. So it's going to take some time. Let's just hope that Greg Russo and then AJ Epinesa, who probably had one of the quietest, unrecognized seasons in a long, long time. I feel like a lot of people need to stop sleeping on Epinesa. I think he's a boss. I really do. So definitely go check that out. Miami is getting all the Sunday 1 p.m. games. It's Snoopy. And I don't like how the fans and organization did my quarterback on his way out the door. Poona Ford is going to kill that offensive line. That's who it was. My boy Steve comes in, starting to put facts in. Richie says Jets are winning. Julian, I saw that, man. I saw that. Listen, bro, let him be on his high horse, man. Let him be on his high horse. Richie hasn't had this in a very long time, okay? Like, Richie and I have been on the show together. This is going to be the 4th straight year, and this is the first year where I see joy in his eyes. I literally see joy in this man's eyes, and I think there's going to be a lot of joy for him this year. I think the Jets are making the playoffs. I still think the Bills are going to win the division. I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be decided by one game or a tiebreaker. I really do. But I see this being an absolute slugfest between the Jets, Bills, and Dolphins. As much as I want to talk shit and just lie and say, oh, no, we're going to absolutely murder. And so the Jets and the Dolphins, each and every single matchup, I want to lie and tell you that, but it's going to be close. It's going to be very stressful games. It's just how it is. Sarah says, I think Dan was right, and the Bills are going to be a home Thanksgiving game. The NFL broadcaster hinted Black Friday, but Josh hinted home Thanksgiving. Yes. Listen, hear me out. I am calling Bills-Eagles Thanksgiving. It's the late game. It's going to be Buffalo Bills, Eagles, 8:15. That's what I'm calling, baby. Osiris and Quinnen showdown. Michael Ball, I would love that. Bell, excuse me. I would love that, but we all know how McDermott feels about rookies. Watch him throw baits out there, right? I really hope that he could just set that aside. I really hope that he could set that aside. I hope that Leslie Frazier was the one that hated rookies, right? And I hope that we just have Osiris out there just doing exactly what he can do. Brees isn't going to be 100%, so we can call it even. Yeah, most definitely. I wasn't expecting Brees to be able to play right there. Spin0481 says, I wish the Bills had all Sunday 1 p.m. games. You know what, man? Me too. Me too. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I like primetime games, but as soon as when they're over, bro, I'm up till 3 a.m. in the morning. And I mean, I'm sure that this is the case. This is the case for every football fan. Like, when it's an 8 o'clock Monday night football game, I'm up until 3 a.m. either fucking jazzed and pumped that we won, and I'm sitting there watching highlights like a child until 3 a.m., or I'm pissed off and I'm staring at my ceiling in frustration, watching highlights and asking myself, what the hell happened to my football team? I do miss 1 o'clock games because that way I can be pissed off, be excited, and then sit back and watch a little bit more football, relax, take a low down, and go from there. I do like 1 o'clock games, but I mean, when you're a good team, you're a good team. We got AJ, Groot, and Ford are going to eat. I love it. Listen, man. Listen, I love Von Miller. I think that he's going to be the cherry on top on our pass rush, but I think we're doing just fine. Jets fans don't ride high horses, just buffaloes. Dan, Salah's changing up a defensive scheme a little. Josh already struggles against our defense. Watch out. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm excited to see how it all kind of plays out. But do keep in mind that you are playing the Buffalo Bills probably at the worst possible time. Like, you are playing us at full strength. At full strength. There's not a single injury going into this team, right? Like, not a single significant injury outside of Von Miller. Everything else we have. Yanni's coming in saying the Jets are going to win. The Jets are going to win. What do you mean? What do you mean? I hate international games, having to wake up at 9:30 in the morning to watch a football game when I work overnight. Just sucks. Andy, my guy, you're here right now, man. You're here right now, brother. I know that you'll be able to do it. Fucking love Andy. That's my boy. King Allen, baby. I love that. Sleep is overrated. People with kids now. Oh, dude, I could imagine. I could definitely imagine. I dated a girl with a kid for like a year, and I get it. And so I don't have any of my own. Hopefully one day, but same. We went from no primetime game to Bills PR changing the Twitter handle to primetime Bills. I'm over it. Give me the 1 o'clocks, baby. Give me the 1 o'clocks. But I mean, the NFL is not missing out on any sort of money situation. As long as Josh Allen is the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, he's going to have primetime games. Jets defense is Allen's kryptonite. Yanni. He didn't do too well those last few times. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm hoping that he'll be able to adjust. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to establish some other sort of weapon. My thing is that I think that this offseason we invested on a couple of things that could take the pressure off of Allen, because Josh Allen, for the most part, had to play Superman for us last year. He had to, because most defenses took Diggs completely out of the game. Most defenses took Stephon Diggs completely out of the game. We had no run game. And Gabe Davis just wasn't the guy that we thought he was going to be last year. So Josh had to be Superman. This year with Dalton Kincaid, an actual run game, and maybe utilizing our pass catching backs and Nyheim Hines and James Cook, it's going to take the pressure off of them. And I think you guys are probably going to have to just go back right to the drawing board, because things are going to be different. Things are going to be a lot different. Bills versus Eagles, Patriots versus Dallas on Thanksgiving, I bet. I could see that. I could definitely see that. I mean, one has to assume that since the AFC East is playing, and so the Cowboys, you'd think that they would, right? And since the AFC East is playing the NFC East, you would think that the Cowboys are going to play an AFC East team and the Buffalo Bills are going to play an NFC East team, which would be the Eagles. Like, I'm almost guaranteeing that it's going to be Bills-Eagles Thanksgiving late game. In fact, I'm going to tweet that so we have the receipts so y'all don't think that I'm BSing. I'm going to say I'm calling Bills, Eagles, Thanksgiving. Heard it here first. Bills, NFL schedule. NFL schedule 2023. Bills Mafia. I'm hashtagging it, baby. I'm getting real. Where's my Bills Mafia? Yo, dude, whatever happened to that, like, little, let me see. There it is. Bills Mafia, fly, Eagles, fly. Is that it? Is that their hashtag? There it is. Boom. The receipts are there, baby. The receipts are there. We have a super chat coming in from Aaron Humphreys. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. That helps out the channel significantly. I don't think or realize how messed up Bills were last year. And by the way, Richie is the new TD. He is not. No, there's no way. There's no way. Do I need to? Is Richie still streaming? Is Richie still streaming? Let me see. Yeah, let me hop on here with. Oh, dude, I know. Here, I gotta hit this up. Aaron TD is on. Yeah, dude. With TD, man, there's no, bro. Like, a lot needs to happen for, I think, TD to ever go to that side, right? Like, I feel like there's a lot that needs to happen for Richie to ever become a TD Finstock. I think that there's no other possible way that that's just how these things work out. Let's be honest, Aaron Rodgers is a damn good quarterback. I don't know how long it will take him to adjust, but he won't go back-to-back MVP 2 years ago. The Jets could be a problem. Absolutely. Like, I hate when people say that he's washed up. Like, dude won MVP like 2 out of the last 3 years, and he had a junior varsity squad as in offense last year. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that he's going to be good. I think that he's going to be really good. But don't sleep on the Bills. Don't automatically think that, and so the AFC East is yours. It's going to have to be earned, especially against the Bills and the Dolphins. You and Richie should just jump on together. I'm thinking that's the case. I'm going to text him. See if you want me to come on. I'm going to text him right now. Richie, trying to come on? Send me the link. Yeah. He's going to send me that link, and so I'm going to see if he can hop onto my channel, and so I can hop on his channel real fast and sort of talk a little bit. Richie just speaking the truth. Wow, Kansas City versus Detroit. Yeah, I saw that, man. Like, I don't think that they want the Super Bowl champions to lose, but I would love for Detroit to win. Dan, Richie really thinks the Bills haven't improved? We haven't improved? We haven't improved? We definitely have. 110%. We've improved in the run game. We improved in a wide receiver 2, a glorified wide receiver 2, as far as Dalton Kincaid. We have Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde back full force. Like, the best safety tandem in the league is back. They're going to be playing together again. And you're playing us week 1, where we are fully healthy. It's going to be closer than you think. And so I like you, first non-Jets guy, to say the Jets are going to be great. But, yeah, it's going to be the battle for the division. Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, I try to be as objective as possible. The Jets are going to be a good team. Like, regardless of what happens on week 1, like, they're going to be a good team. They're going to make the playoffs. I mean, it's how it is. So are the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are a good team. It's a battle of who wins. I'm still picking the Bills because I like our continuity. I like the consistency in coaching. I like the consistency in our defense, especially in the secondary. I like Diggs still, obviously. I like these offensive weapons. I like Josh Allen. As much as I love Aaron Rodgers, I would pick Josh Allen over where Aaron Rodgers is today. Like, I would have picked Aaron Rodgers, say, for example, he was back in like his late 20s, early 30s, for sure. But right now, I'm picking Josh Allen over where Aaron Rodgers is today. That's me. Better pass protection interior. Way better pass protection interior. Richie's ready for me. Let me see. He sent me the link. All right, y'all, listen. I'm going to hop on Richie's stream real fast. Late. Oh yeah. By the way, listen, y'all. I'm gonna go on ahead and I am going to be doing my Dom Mafia live show at 11 a.m. I do it every single Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST. I talk about the NFL. I'm gonna be literally just scrolling through a bunch of leaks on Twitter. That's going to be the entire show. So make sure you come back, throw on those notifications. I'm gonna hop on Richie for like 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna eat, bro. And then I'm gonna make my damn omelet later.